Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos are random encounters after you've beaten the game, so beaten the Elite Four. The first time you have to encounter them just by chance by running into a patch of grass just while you're running around like this. And then after that, they will start roaming around the land. You can only get one of the birds, and the bird is in accordance to which starter you picked. Froakie is for Moltres. If you picked Fennekin, you get Zapdos. If you pick Chespin, you get Articuno. Then, once you've encountered it one time, you can check your Pokedex like I'm doing here. And he he roams around the land randomly. Not randomly, actually. It's actually in a route this time, like in a pattern. But you can see a little red on the left. That's where he is right now. And so what you have to do is you have to encounter him 10 times in order to catch him. Because every time you encounter him, he's just going to flee like he did in that first instance. He won't battle you. You have no chance to battle him. So the best way to encounter him 10 times is to fly on over to Santalune City. And because the thing is, at Santalune City, you have 3 routes you can get off of. And because walking outside of the town does not usually change his location, only flying does. Sometimes if you run enough between the 2 towns, then it will change, but I'll show you right here it didn't change. So you saw that he was in the top, the top of the map, the up way. I'll go back to the Pokedex, I'll show you. I just walked outside the town into Route 4, and now look, he's still at the same place he was. So he didn't change even though I left this town. You really have to like fly or something in order for him to move. Now I'll show you again. I'll even come back in, check again, and he's still going to be in the same spot. So we know that if we fly to Santalune City enough times, that if he's on any one of those 3 routes we're touching, we can go and we can get him. So you have a higher chance than like anywhere that's only connected to 2 different places. So I flew back here, and I'm going to show you that his location did indeed change. See how it changed from the top one to the right one. Some people think Lumio City is better for this, but it's kind of hard to find the route exit, so I like Santalune City better. I'm going to show you how to get him. Literally, you're going to fly over and over again back to Santalune City. You're going to check your decks until he shows up on a route touching Santalune City. Now we know he's on the right, so I'm going to run out there to the right. Make sure you put on a Super Repel so you don't run into other wild Pokemon. You don't want something higher than level 70, or else your Super Repel is going to keep you from finding Moltres. And you don't want anything lower than the wild Pokemon in this area, which are like, level 10s. So anything level like 20 or 30 will work. I'm going to check my decks again to see, yes, indeed, Moltres is still there, and we just ran into the route. So now all we got to do is just encounter him, and all that really takes is just running around in some grass. It took me not very long to find him. I was like, run around, where are you, run in here, and boom, random encounter right here. While my Super Repel was still on, mind you. And that's one encounter. So you have to have 10 encounters, and then he's going to end up moving to a more permanent location in the Sea Spirit's Den, and that's where you're going to be able to catch him. So I'll show you how to get there. So now we're in Comarine City. I'll show you where that is on the map. So like I said, after 10 times of encountering him, he will move up to the Sea Spirit's Den. I'll point right here, right there. And so the easiest way to get there is obviously from Comarine City, which is right there, where I am right now. So to get over to Sea Spirit's Den, we got to take the monorail, and we're going to have to surf. You're going to want surf, but besides that, you don't need any other HMs. Taking the monorail, woo! You're going to go left because we have to surf through Azure Bay. Keep your rappel on if you don't want to, face all the stuff in the water. So Route 12 leads to this little piece of water, and you're going to follow me. I sped it up a little bit so you don't have to like sit here and wait a long time. It's pretty straightforward route. Now we're into Azure Bay, and right here you can see that Sea Spirit's Den up there where that little cave entrance is. You can just swim right around these rocks, and you get up to Sea Spirit's Den right up here. I clicked no because I was holding up to move. And so we get here, and then you're going to want to save outside, right here. Save here, because he will swoop down. You don't get to like walk up to him. He swoops down and gets you inside in the middle of the cave. So save outside, and then after you've encountered him 10 times, as soon as you run into the cave and you stand right about there, he'll swoop down and attack you, and you can catch him. And that's how you catch your legendary bird.